wouldn't blame her for not choosing anybody else. And FatGirlz going the female Robin, getting into game number 1 on PS2, where all the good games are made. Maybe because every game is on PS2. Maybe that's why everyone likes the games there. PS2. Shout out to JTab, I believe, for making the awesome Brinstar Depths stage. Handyman. Shout out to Handyman. Hope you're doing well in your future endeavors. 44% for IcyMist starting off immediately with the mid-charge shot. Those combos are going to be so incredibly strong, and a majority of the matchups that Samus plays, that charge shot has multiple strengths, and they all do different things. Before, actually, a little bit of like a little backstory. Back in the day, they used to like have really crazy shield stun, so you could do like really dumb full screen block screen combos, but now you just get those really strong like mid to light charge shots. I know Quick was one of the people that first kind of entered the scene by doing a lot of those really strong charge shot conversions, as well as the mix-ups with missile and bomb. Really set up this dynamic play where Samus can kind of set up zones where it's like, if you get hit by this, you're getting confirmed. If not, you're getting hit back, and I'm going to swing it out of the air. The FatGirlz finding their way in, gets the nair out, and trying to get some sort of lead on an air dodge. The forward smash not connecting, but IcyMist looking still strong. Jab into the forward smash, not covering the dash in. Sometimes you just got to go for that. You got to go for like the, I know you're going to try to take center stage again, so I'm going to just hit you. That's like one of the best things you can do in Smash Ultimate. Everyone wants that Pokeball, but in this case, everyone wants to be on the DCG logo. That's where you have the most amount of fun. Gets the forward air out. IcyMist in disadvantage, but as I was saying, there's so much tools in Samus's kit, but one of them for that disadvantage state is going to be that amazing down B. That down B is going to do the ball transformation to get your little bombs out, and it stalls you in the air. You have a lot of air drift momentum, and it's just a smaller hitbox. AKA, you get to be the size of Pikachu. Kind of crazy that no one plays Pikachu. You're small. Anyway. Bomb into the dash attack. Some amazing conversion from IcyMist off of the projectiles, or the hits in general. Back air, covering that. Gets the back air into the forward air. Very good weak hit conversion from FatGirlz. Like to see that a lot. Arc Thunder into the side B. That's a very safe string if it does connect to the shield or on hit, so you have to be very careful. Arc Fire canceling out with a mid-charge shot. Gets the back air out as well, but a punish out of shield. For the rising forward air, the nair is going to cover that as well. And can IcyMist find a down air? No, she cannot. FatGirlz, though, getting another opportunity, and both of them scrapping off stage as they go for spikes on each other's respective uppies. FatGirlz now playing a resource-oriented character is going to lose that projectile game, because eventually, if you're IcyMist, you weather the storm for quite a bit, and she's looking really hard. It's like Kage in Street Fighter V when they get V-Trigger. It's like, oh, I got to worry about a good projectile for a little bit, and then I'm not too scared about it. The bomb now coming out. Going for the forward air. That's a really interesting, actually. So what people will do is they'll stall out to avoid the bomb, because the bomb can pop you up into a dash attack like we saw in stock number 2. So drifting away, down and away, and you think you're safe, but IcyMist going for that drop zone forward air is going to be super smart. I've actually never seen that. That's pretty interesting. And I can imagine you can do a couple other variations of that with nair, or even down air, a footstool maybe, a zair. I don't know. You can do a lot of crazy stuff, but a lot of times people will think it's safe, like, okay, there's a hitbox at the ledge, I'm gonna drift down and away, and that's exactly what that forward air is gonna cover from IcyMist to force game number 2 with a 1-0 favor in IcyMist. Getting into PS2 once again. Like I said, if you make so many games on PS2, eventually some of them are gonna be good. And the wave bounce mid-charge shot into what is 35%. As I was saying, I feel like I'm a broken record at this point, as I keep saying that charge shot is going to be a play. That charge shot is going to play a pivotal role in how IcyMist is able to, play that neutral game. It's just a scary threat in general and punishing neutral. So you see there, timing it so that it goes underneath the arc of the arc fire. No pun intended. That uppie is also going to be a crazy option to get off the tool. Trying to go for the drift out towards the ledge. The dash attack covers that very well. Sometimes you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, but in that situation it's pretty hard to decide what needs to be done to not get hit. And IcyMist showing her capability to just scrap you down 70% off of that mid-charge shot. An insane conversion out. FatGirlz trying to capitalize on the disadvantage state. The slow uppie is going to make it so that it's pretty difficult to try to swing that out. Gets his air into the forward tilt, jumping over that electric, level 1 neutral beat from Robin. Gets the weak into the forward tilt. Not quite the spacing to do so. Forward air is going to scoop up IcyMist from trying to jump in front of FatGirlz to control some space here. Not allow IcyMist to pull a charge shot, but sometimes it's like death taxes and charge shot's going to come out. that's going to shield poke as well. I'm not sure if IcyMist dropped the shield or shield poke. Of course, that is 2 hits. It hits behind. It's a weird move. Don't quite blame anybody for dropping the shield, but that Nair is going to cover the platform very, very well. Up there, up there, up there. Just one. FatGirlz now. You should stop the bleeding and stop it soon. Got things to do, and we got to do them fast here. Gets the up there. Platform weight into the down throw back air. 74%, and IcyMist going off stage with that down B into the spike. Lining it up. It's so tricky. That down B is going to make it so that you don't... It's kind of ambiguous because it's like, where does Samus pop out with the drift? And you can kind of drift in and out, do a little bit of a jiggle.